I touch that fine for you. I do that 3-4 times again, I testify for you. I told her like you, that bitch, I do it all and I'm around, you're scared to do it. I'm not, as long as you joking, now here for me.
Okay, so because I am pressed on time, I wrote every single question out in my notebook because this is gonna be very authentic answers, straight to the point. I'm gonna be giving y'all the real and the raw. This is not scripted. Not scripted at all. Even me lifting my top up like that, it's not scripted. This is the real and the raw. So let's start with all the questions. I have them in order based on how my followers ask them. So let's go. Number 1, what are the steps to starting your own IV hydration business? So a lot of people think that you have to go to some college course, you have to take an additional certification in college, and that is not the case, guys. All you have to do is become a registered nurse. So graduate from high school, go to a university or community college, get at least your ADN, which is your associate's degree in nursing, and then take a course in a class from someone like myself that is very knowledgeable in IV hydration and basically learn all the ins and outs. Actually, you don't even have to be a nurse to start this business, but that is the type of students that I teach. So if you are a nurse, you are way more marketable than anyone else. So all you have to do is become a nurse, associate, or a bachelor, and you're good to go. Find your course, take the course, and start that IV hydration business. Okay, so next question is, how was your experience as a child and in high school? So I grew up on the south side of Chicago, y'all, like south side to be exact, low end, Brownsville area, Cottage Grove for all my Chicagoans. But to say that is that my childhood, I mean, honestly, I had an amazing childhood. My mom poured into me. She made sure my twin and I do have a twin sister. She made sure we succeeded. We have an older brother. I mean, my childhood was really good. I was very spoiled. I honestly didn't know I grew up in poverty or like any type of place that wasn't like amazing. I mean, I was very sheltered in that mindset. But I had an amazing childhood. Like as far as like getting the things I want, I really never got told no. It was crazy. But when I went to high school, y'all, I used to fight. I used to fight a lot. Like my friends and I, for whatever reason, they didn't like us. I don't know. Maybe because I look like this. I looked crazy in high school, but I think still it was cute for that time, like back in the day. But neither here nor there. We got into a lot of fights with other groups of girls, and it was constant to the point, like, I'm almost surprised I didn't get kicked out of school, but you know, you live and you learn. That is the past. Just know, like, I used to fight back in the day, but right now I don't fight. I'm a pretty girl. We don't do that. But yeah, so my high school experience was pretty cool. My mom is Jamaican, so if anybody know anything about Caribbeans, if you are their child, you have a couple options for success. Engineer, doctor, lawyer, nurse, and a couple other things. But for me, those were my options. So I chose nursing. My mom found this LPN high school program, but basically I was able to become an LPN in high school. So that is pretty much what my high school experience entailed. I had to go to like LPN classes. And then once I graduated from high school, I was an LPN and also a high school graduate. So life was great. Not gonna complain. Next question is, what was your biggest regret as a nurse? So me personally, I think my biggest regret is I did not invest in a mentor earlier, because I would have started my IV hydration business so much earlier and I would have been a millionaire by now, but we getting there. And then number 2, I wish I would have went straight into my specialty, labor and delivery. I wasted a lot of time doing med surg, then I had to get experience as an L&D nurse, and then getting that experience, then I had to start travel nursing. So if I would have went straight into actually L&D nursing, I would have had way more experience to start travel nursing sooner. But you know, it's not a regret that much, because I think everything happens for a reason, and timing, divine intervention, and alignment is key in my life. And I think that, again, everything happens for a reason. So here I am today, pouring back into y'all, and y'all are learning from my mistakes. So no regrets. I think that it happened exactly how it's supposed to happen. Next question, favorite role as a nurse. So my favorite role as a nurse, honestly, has been IV hydration, but I know I post that all the time on Instagram. My second favorite role as a nurse, of course, is L&D, but a role that is very unique that I've done that I actually don't talk about often is I did something called set nursing, meaning that I was on the set of a TV show in Chicago about 4 years ago where I was a nurse for an infant. So a lot of people don't know this, and I don't know if this is like a state-by-state thing, but in Illinois, any child under the age of 12, if they're like missing school, like babies who obviously don't go to school, but they need like extra care, you as a nurse come in as the baby nurse or the nurse that's going to take care of that infant or child while they're on the set. Now, not gonna lie to you, you're not gonna do much. Like me personally, I did initial vitals, and then on the back end, I just followed the baby around for every single scene. So set nursing is a very lucrative industry. I mean, I was there for 1 hour and I got paid like $300, but you have to know who you know and get in there. But every single infant you've ever seen on a TV show, just know behind the scenes, a nurse was there accompanying that infant, really just following the baby around. So that was my role. I did it like 3 times. And yeah, it was an amazing experience. So I would count that as one of my favorite roles as a registered nurse. Next question is, what are some content creator tips? So we talk about content creation. I'm gonna give you one tip that is going to help you. I have done many coaching calls. I have mentor sisters that are really big in content, and I'm gonna tell you this, and I hope that you actually use it. Consistency is key. Consistency is king, meaning you have to be consistent. Once you start posting content and on this influencer journey, consistency is going to set you apart from failure and success. So that is my main tip. I may make a full video on content creation because that's a whole thing in itself. So comment down below if you want or have some specific questions on content creation because I got y'all. So next question is, do you ever deal with imposter syndrome? So guys, I believe every entrepreneur, every successful person, every healthcare provider, everyone has dealt with imposter syndrome, but it's about what you do with that imposter syndrome. So yes, I've dealt with imposter syndrome when I was the youngest, blackest nurse in Kentucky on my first job as a registered nurse at a hospital. 20 years old, black, gorgeous, smart, shameless plug, but neither here nor there. I felt like so much imposter syndrome because on that floor, I was the only black registered nurse for a long time. So what comes with that? People underestimating you, you having to overcompensate. And these are all things that you truly have to understand that you have to overcome them. You deserve to be there. You deserve to do the things that you're doing. You deserve to accept the blessing of living in your truth and living your dreams. So if you're having imposter syndrome, I hope that you understand that you are exactly where God placed you. And those words that I just spoke to y'all, I actually have to speak to myself because now that I am growing as an influencer and a content creator, I have a little bit of imposter syndrome when it comes to like interacting with people. And it's not really to say that, you know, I don't know my worth because I do, but as far as having to overcompensate that I'm not what people think an influencer is and a content creator, because people have such a negative depiction of those things and I don't understand why. So I get a lot of, oh, I thought you were stuck up, or I thought you were standoffish or unapproachable. And that's not the case. So I do find myself kind of like overcompensating sometimes. And I think that is a form of imposter syndrome because I should be able to live in my truth and be okay 100% like, yes, I am an influencer. Yes, I'm a content creator. Yes, I'm a girl's girl. Yes, I'm supportive. I'm all of these good things associated with something that society may not look at as being, I guess, positive. I don't know where y'all be getting these negative depictions, but it's very weird to me when people say stuff like that. But all in all, I have found myself in the last year having a little bit of imposter syndrome with my growth as an influencer, but I'm embracing the journey, guys. I'm loving it, and I'm so happy that I get to take y'all on this ride with me. So next question, how much money do you need to start an IV hydration business? So that is a loaded question, but for me personally, I invested about $12,000 to $15,000 into my IV hydration business when I first started. Now, that is crazy, that is stupid, that is something I do not recommend, 0 out of 10. But in order for you to avoid wasting money and overspending money, you have to not only take a course, a class, but get a mentor that's going to be ongoing with you to make sure that you're investing in the right thing, contacting the right people, and not just wasting money along the way. Investing money on a mentor on the front end is going to save you so much money on the back end because they're going to tell you exactly where to go, how to do it, and you're not going to make the mistakes and have to go through trial and error. So I'm telling y'all, if I ever give y'all any advice, invest in that mentor, a credible mentor that's doing it well, and they want to pour back into you. There are a lot of things that come with starting an IV hydration business. You cannot Google it. You can't YouTube every single step. So I highly advise you to take a course in a class and know the legalities in your state laws. Because remember, you have a license to protect if you are a registered nurse. So keep that in mind. Next question is, can I give 3 tips to new grad nurses? So number 1, like I just talked about mentorship, invest in a mentor. Whatever industry you're looking to get into, if that interests you, invest in a mentor that's going to help you along the way. That may look like monthly coaching calls. That may look like a course, a class. That may look like an ebook, but invest in knowledge to understand what your next step is beyond the bedside. Yes, I love bedside, but you have to look at it as a tool and not a destination. So even though you are a nurse, you are so much more. So utilize that brain, utilize that degree, and really make sure that you're maximizing your degree at all costs. Number 2, find your tribe early. As a nurse, I think that I was just like kind of travel nursing all over the place, but finding my tribe, not even like nurse related, was very important for me because life is gonna life, and nursing is not an easy field to be in. So it's very important for you to be surrounded by love, support, genuine energy, non-opportunistic people. It's very important for you to be surrounded by those things. And through these 20 somethings, because now I'm 29, y'all, I'm approaching 30.
Get out the street, touching 30.
30 is insane to me. But now that I'm approaching 30, I'm just realizing that, you know, relationships are so valuable. Sometimes I even think they're more valuable than money. So build those relationships, you know, make sure that you are being good to others, you're pouring into them, and that way they can pour into you. Okay, so last but not least, very good question. What is your favorite thing about Washington, D.C.? So y'all, that is a loaded question. I gotta put this book down. Okay, so my favorite thing about Washington, D.C. is just the abundance of Black excellence. The Black doctors, the Black nurses, the Black engineers, everyone's Black, and they're successful, they're young, they're vibrant, and they're really trying to level up. And that's just an amazing thing to be around, especially in your 20s. So 10 out of 10, if you're looking to move to a city and you're in your 20s, move to DC or the DMV area, DC, Maryland, Virginia, I'm gonna tell you right now, you will not regret it. If you are Black, young, professional, trying to get motivated and really get to the next level and unlock new potentials, guys. Like DC, this is where the heart is. But I don't know, like in the next couple videos, I may be giving y'all some insight on me moving. But yeah, like that's another video, another day. Okay, and then lastly, as a new grad nurse, my biggest piece of advice is to go straight into your specialty. You do not have to do 1 year med surg. You do not have to do a specialty you do not want to do. Go right into your specialty. Yes, you may get a lot of no's, but be very intentional about making sure that you're showing up as your best self at your clinical, at your capstone, at your preceptorship. And while you're a nursing student, make sure that you're setting the tone for what your new grad experience is gonna look like. Because I promise you, if you go straight into the specialty that you want to go into, you're gonna be so much more happier than if you go into a specialty just because they say you have to do 1 year med surg. You don't. Let me drill that into your head. You don't. You don't. Okay, so talking about entrepreneurship and dating, you know, a lot of entrepreneurs are like, where do I find other entrepreneurs? Where do I find like-minded men or women that I can date? And I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna find that partner at a conference, at a networking event. You may not find them in the club, you may not find them at that brunch. Go to that networking event individually for your brand, for your business, and simultaneously, you may just find a man. Like, you may just find a man. That's where I found my man at, actually. So initially, we met at a networking event called Black Health Connect, which is basically a health conference that's a lot of mixers throughout the year, but they have a really big conference in DC. I was there, I had a table, I sponsored, and all in all, basically we met, but we really didn't connect at Black Health Connect. But then I had another event about 3 months later in Afrotech, which is in Austin, Texas. It is one of the biggest Black tech conferences, and I was there doing IV hydration, and I met him there at a Mac and Estee Lauder event, but he was also at the Afrotech conference as well. So when I talk about getting in the rooms for yourself, for your business, you may simultaneously find a partner that's on the same type of time as you. And I'm telling y'all, that was November of 2023. It is now July of 2024. And when I say locked in, y'all. Like, and it was so many prospects there. So if you're looking for a man, go to these Black conferences. If you're looking for a Black partner, and if you're just looking for a partner in general, just go to the networking event for yourself, and simultaneously you may align with exactly who you're supposed to be with. Someone asks, how do you find networking events? So me personally, since I started to go to networking events, number one, I will find out about networking events at networking events. So I'll go there, engage, meet new people. They'll tell me about events they have coming up. And then moving forward, I will go on social media. I see different influencers. They post about different things. I follow a lot of inspirational pages. And also I'm surrounded by like-minded individuals. So when you start to build a tribe that is like-minded, they're successful, they know about all the events. So a way, if you don't really have a tribe, to find a networking event is type in on Eventbrite, nursing event. Something's gonna come up. Type in on Eventbrite, tech event near me. something may come up. Eventbrite is a search engine, Eventnor, Google. There are so many ways to find these networking events. And if you're a nurse, follow me. I'm always talking about the networking events that I have coming up. Okay, y'all, so that ends the Q&A. Thank you for asking all of the questions. If you're here on YouTube and you did not get the opportunity to ask any questions, make sure you comment some questions down below. Make sure you all like, subscribe, and comment. And I cannot wait to connect with you all. It's summertime. I have so many more announcements to come. Make sure you all check it out and check out my old videos too. See y'all later. Bye. I have a gifted partnership with La Roche-Posay, and I've never used their products before, but I know all the girls are raving about it. So I have a knife to open the box. I'm gonna just unbox it and then pretty much go from there. Okay, so if you are already using this product line, let me know what's y'all favorite item, because they damn near sent me everything. So I kind of want to make sure that I have all the things. Ooh, y'all, look, this is nice, cute. So La Roche-Posay, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but this is the inside of the box. I'm gonna do a quick unbox. I'm gonna try to have y'all unbox it with me. So let's see if the camera works in my favor. Okay guys, so I pretty much went through the unboxing. I have no clue about any of the product, but I heard really great things on TikTok, Instagram. The girls are saying that the skincare is giving what it gives. So let me know what your favorite product is. I mean, honestly, I already have a skincare regimen, but if I can throw some things in there that maybe I can swap out due to the fact that this is like gifted, let me know. So we're gonna get right into this video. Let's go. First and foremost, I have the La Roche-Posay. I'm gonna stop saying the names. For normal to dry skin, which is what I have. I told them my skin was combination. So hydrating, gentle cleanser. Oh, I have everything, guys. Look at this. Dermalegro. Ultra soothing repair moisturizer. So it's a moisturizer. I need me a good moisturizer. Ooh, we have a salicylic acid treatment. And then we have the whole 3-step acne recommended by dermatologist. Like, am I a doctorate student? Oh my god, that's crazy. Okay, anywho, so 3-step acne routine. And then we have Ceoplast Gel B5 glycerin skin protectant 21%. Where is the SPF? I need I just spoke it up. So SPF broad spectrum SPF 60 light fluid sunscreen ultra light. So I've heard really good things about this on TikTok. So let me know down in the comments which sunscreen y'all like, because there's actually 2 in here. Okay, and then this is the second one. This is Melt in Milk Sunscreen. Fast absorbing velvety finish. I think that's my thing. Like, I think that's my type of sunscreen. So that is my box, guys.
I touch that fine for you. I do that 3 more times again. I testify for you. I told I like you, that bitch. I do it all, and I'm around. You're scared to do. I'm not. As long as you joking now here for me.